Hi guys, how are you today? Are you feeling worried, stressed, depressed? Well, don't. Don't regret all that time that you've spent worrying. Rather, redirect those emotions and start feeling grateful. Easier said than done, right? There's no big mystery as to why we are so prone to worrying. As children, we were constantly taught by our over concerned parents to worry about every little thing, every little detail. Put that coat on or you'll catch cold. Tighten the cap properly. How can you spill that on the floor? Be careful, be aware, walk properly, talk properly, be careful about everything that's happening around you. How can you break that china? Everything has been taught to us to be assessed carefully. You have to be alert, you have to be very all over the place. You just can't make mistakes. You have to be so careful. You're taught to worry, you're taught to never make mistakes. And it's not like it's a wrong thing to do when your parents ask you to be careful about not catching a cold. It's just that for every little thing, when people are teaching you to worry or be scared if something goes wrong, because that's how we are trained, right? Especially in India, all the robust, healthy practices to raise children to make them more disciplined are more or less like about action and consequence. So if a child performs something wrong, according to you it's wrong, you have certain consequences for them. In India, it's generally, beating them up, but yeah, whatever consequence that is. So the bottom line is, we were raised to worry about every little detail. So as we grow up, we begin worrying about little things and spend so much of our time to think about things that are not even in our control. And we're more likely to regret all that time that we've spent fretting over things that were not even in our control. In fact, in a survey, a lot of senior citizens confessed that they feel regretful about all the time that they've spent brooding without any reason in their lives. Well, it's a lesson to be learned from the experienced people. In fact, life is so precious. We shouldn't be spending it on fear and anxiety and the moments that don't even account to something important, something great, or even don't make us happy. So before you start regretting the next minute, pause and start the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And when you do, you have to ask yourself 2 questions, okay? You have to pay attention to your mood and ask yourself these 2 questions. 1, what is it that I'm grateful for? Second, what do I want to remember in this particular moment? And once you ask these 2 questions, when you take a pause, it's always good to take a pause if it's for a productive cause. So take a pause and see, what do I want to feel grateful for? Right now, if I start worrying about this whole camera thing in front of me, because it is there, honestly. So if I start feeling very much worried about this, how am I going to speak? How is it going to look to the audience? I'm sure I can do it in a better manner. I'm sure I can explain something to you in a better manner. But, before the shoot, I start worrying about it. What do? I pause. I feel grateful about what? I'm getting an opportunity to share. It makes me feel positive. Second, what do I want to remember now? I want to remember the book. That's more important than worrying about it, right? So once I ask myself these 2 questions, well, voila, I'm right here, and all of the worry has been gone from my head, because I actually used this practice today and it's been working out quite well. I've shared many of the strange, epic experiences of my life with you till now, where I've used this 5-second rule. Surprisingly, it's been working well for all of those times and moments, and I hope it works for you as well. So now, stop worrying, start focusing on the bigger picture. In fact, we're going to be wrapping up all that we've learned in all of these videos in our next video, which is the last one. And I hope I'm able to make some change in your lives, because it's really impactful. Of course, in the beginning, when we started, this 5-second rule was looking ridiculous to you and to me. Honestly, when I started reading this book, I was like, what? But now accepted it as a very important element of my life, because it's helping me. Maybe later on you won't need to even follow the 5-second rule. Maybe in 1 year you'll become so habitual of all the things that have been asked to you, you'll be doing them involuntarily. But for now, let's let the countdown begin, not to stop and think about something, but for the next video. So it starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I wish YouTube had such a feature. See you in the next video.